Hello, lovely yogi. Welcome to Flow with Shreya. I'm Shreya, and today I'm bringing you another pose breakdown. Today we'll be going over butterfly pose, also known as Baddha Konasana. This hip opening posture stretches the inner thighs, stimulates the heart, and improves circulation within your body. It's also great to practice when you're in your menstrual cycle for a little bit of relief. If you have any groin or knee injuries, it's best to modify or sit this one out. So if you want to learn a little bit more about butterfly pose, come flow with me. Butterfly pose is a pretty simple posture, but it's very effective and a great posture to add to any yoga practice, whether it's a Vinyasa Yang style practice or a Yin practice. I'll be going over both variations today. To start, come into a seat on your mat, and then bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall wide. Take a moment to shift your hips side to side here and find your sit bones firmly on your mat. As you bring the soles of your feet together, you can bring your heels in as close to your body or as far away from your body as it feels comfortable to you. You want to have a little bit of tension, but not too much here. So find the space that works for you. Again, with your sit bones firmly grounding into your mat, keep your spine nice and tall, the crown of your head pulling up towards the ceiling. If you feel like your hips are very tight and your knees are quite far up in the air, you can use blocks, a couple of books or rolled up blankets underneath your thighs as support. Now, in order to place the blocks, you don't want to place them under your knees, but rather place them as close to your hips under your thighs as possible. In this space, you're allowing gravity to do the work and pull your hips open while still giving yourself support. You can place your palms on your feet, bringing the thumbs to the balls of your feet and peeling your feet open as if it were a book. If this isn't quite accessible to you, you can always place your palms anywhere along your shins. The first variation of butterfly pose is with the spine straight. So with the spine as straight as possible, drive your hips as far down and open as you can. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Hug the belly button up and in, keep the core engaged here as you lengthen your spine and open up your hips. Now, the closer you have your heels to your body, the more challenging this gets and the more opening and stretch you'll feel in your inner thighs and groin. Breathe in and out. One more breath in and out. And as you exhale, bring your knees together, use your palms to help your thighs there. Set your palms behind you, and then just swing your knees side to side. Release out of that space. I'm going to turn to the top of my mat here so you can see my spine in action in the next variation. So coming back into your butterfly pose, soles of your feet are together, the outer edges of your feet touching if possible. Take a moment to find your sit bones firmly on your mat. Again, heels can be as close or as far away as it feels right in your body. Now peel your feet open or place your palms on your shins or ankles. Inhale and lengthen the spine. Belly button is hugged up and in, core is engaged. Now this is the first variation that we went over with the spine nice and tall. Next variation is a forward fold with your butterfly legs. So as you exhale, reach your chest forward towards the top of your mat, keeping your spine nice and long. Keep your elbows close into your body. And once you've gone as far as you can reach, you can choose to stay here and work in this space, or you can choose to let your back ground and release. Both of these options can be practiced in a yang style where you're active and engaged in your legs and your core and your spine. But the one where your back is rounded can also be practiced in a yin style. For a yin style practice, I generally recommend not holding on to your feet, but rather letting your palms rest on your mat in front of you. Again, as you fold, allow your body to just relax. With using minimal muscular effort just to keep your body in this shape, you'll be practicing butterfly pose in a yin way. And again, while you're practicing this in a yin way, you can always use the support of your blocks or rolled up blankets underneath your thighs as close to your hips as possible if this makes the pose more accessible to you. Again, in a yang style, even if you're folded forward with a rounded back, you want to continue peeling your feet open, and if your elbows reach your inner thighs, you can gently press your hips apart from each other. This is active and engaged, your core is engaged, you're reaching your chest forward, keeping your sit bones firmly on the mat. As you inhale, engage your core from wherever you are, walk the palms back, bring your knees together, and take those windshield wipers with your knees once more. Now those were a couple of variations when it comes to butterfly in a seated posture. You can also practice butterfly legs in a reclined position, whether it's a general reclined butterfly or whether it's with a prop like a bolster, to help you open your heart while you're also opening your hips. So for a reclined butterfly, you want to come on your mat, feet flat on the mat, knees bent, and gently lay all the way back and down. Coming into the center of your mat. And once your back is on your mat, you can now bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees go wide. This is your reclined butterfly. You can bring one palm to your belly, one palm to your chest. And feel your breath. Your belly and chest rising as you inhale, falling as you exhale. This can be a restorative posture. It can be very grounding and centering. You can practice this at the beginning or end of your practice. You can also take reclined butterfly instead of shavasana at the end of your practice if you'd like. Use your palms on your outer thighs to bring your knees together. Hug your knees into your chest as you exhale, rock side to side. That's your traditional reclined butterfly with no props. Exhale, come into a seat. You can also practice reclined butterfly in a yin way or in a restorative way using a bolster. So if you have a bolster or even a firm pillow that can support your spine, you can take that and bring the short edge of your bolster all the way up against your back. Bringing your feet flat on the mat, just like we did in the traditional reclined butterfly. Take the time first to lay back and down on your bolster. Once you've brought your spine onto your bolster, bring the soles of your feet together and take your knees wide. This is your supported reclined butterfly. And you'll find this pose in many yin yoga classes. You can take your arms out into a T, finding an opening here in your chest while you're also opening up your hips. Take a few breaths here. Traditionally, in a yin class, you would be holding this posture for anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes. Truly creating flexibility here in your hips, inner thighs, and also opening up your chest. As you exhale, help your knees together, feet flat on the mat. To come out of this space, bring your right arm across your chest and just roll off of your bolster over onto your left side. Exhale and press yourself up into a seat. Now, if that feels like too intense of a chest opening for you, you can use blocks underneath your bolster to bring it at an incline. And this can even help you practice a reclined butterfly in a restorative way. So whether you have one block or two, you can lift up the back of your bolster and place the blocks underneath. You can stack two like that, or you can bring one on its medium end and one on its tall end, making sure that your bolster is nice and stable. Again, bring your hips all the way to the end of the bolster, feet flat on the mat, and then grabbing onto the bolster, lay your spine down onto the bolster. Bring the soles of your feet together, take your knees wide. Breathe in now. Now, if this gives you a sensation of a slight discomfort, this would be a yin posture for you. And if in this space you feel completely supported and relaxed, this would be a restorative posture for you. And if you are practicing this in a restorative way, you can feel free to take your heels further away from your body to, again, just create a relaxed space rather than some tension or discomfort in your hips and inner thighs. One more deep breath in and out. As you exhale, bring your knees together, feet flat on the mat, and then press yourself up into a seat. A butterfly pose seems like a very simple posture. There are so many variations each of us can take to help it serve our bodies individually. Butterfly and reclined butterfly are such versatile poses that can be practiced in an active way, a passive way, or a yin way. Remember to try out different variations based on what your body needs during a specific practice. I find that if I'm stressed out or feeling anxious, just taking a few moments to practice a reclined butterfly and noticing my breath really helps calm me down. Next time you're feeling stressed out or anxious, see if you can take a few moments to practice a reclined butterfly with or without props, or even a seated butterfly, just to calm your mind down. I hope you found those instructions and tips helpful. If you did, please share this with a loved one or on social media so more people can get the benefit of these tips. It always means a lot to me if you take a second to click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos. Let me know in the comments below which pose you'd like me to break down next. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.